if the officers wanted to change the way things are, wanted to run for the executive board, we know right now it's almost impossible for an officer to run for the executive board.
It is impossible.
Tell us what went wrong. Tell us how we can make it right.
Well, the bylaws for the Correctional Officers Benevolent Association were changed in 2013, I think, in such a way, and I have a website. Can I give it?
Sure.
www.youbethejudge, no spaces, youbethejudge.co. Go on that website, scroll to the bottom. That is a copy of our COBA Constitution and bylaws for anybody that wants to see them. In that copy, there are a lot of red highlighted areas. All those red highlighted areas are areas that were changed. Those were the changes that they made. There are changes on how to become a member of the executive board, and those are the most important ones. Right now, the way the Constitution and bylaws is, no correction officer can run for those positions unless they are already a delegate, make 10 consecutive meetings. You have to get half the delegates to sign a petition for you to run for any executive board position. These bylaws are it's the way they designed them. They'll be in power forever. The previous bylaws did not have that clause in it. Anyone that wished to run ran. The election for the union is in 2020. Look at your union. Look what you have. Officers are getting assaulted like crazy, and Elias keeps saying the same thing over and over when he speaks in public. This is an outrage. Enough is enough. We call for the resignation of the commissioner. And nothing else happens after that. He's made that speech in front of hospitals when officers get assaulted. He's made that speech on the steps of City Hall. He's made that speech in front of correction officers at the meeting. Nothing is following that. Nothing else is happening.
What should the officers do, or what can they do in order to change the bylaws? How would that happen?
There's a section in the bylaws, and you can go on the website or you can ask for a copy. It's Article 13, Amendments. That article tells you step by step exactly what you have to do in order to change these bylaws. If you attempt this, you have to have great numbers, lots of officers behind you with the same message, and you have to be forceful with this union and let them know that this is what you want to do.
How long would this process take if the officers were organized? What would they have to do?
2 meetings. Let's say, for example, you want to change the bylaws back to what they were before you made all these changes. It allows anybody to run. It speaks of the financial reports that have to be made and the fact that the executive board has to go before the membership for any large financial decisions. All right? You want to bring it back to that? Then what you would have to do is bring a copy of the old bylaws, submit a motion at the meeting. You would have to have 10 officers sign your intent. So I want to bring the bylaws back to what they were before. You fill out a document, you get a copy of the old bylaws, you get 10 officers to sign. Yes, we want the bylaws to revert back to what they were prior to the change. You get that document, you take that motion, you go to a meeting. Hopefully you go to a meeting with 300 people that have the same intent as you. You go before the board, you tell them that I hereby make a motion to amend the bylaws. According to the bylaws, I have 10 individual signatures on this form. This is a copy of the amendment I wish to make. You hand it to them. Someone has to second that motion. According to this book, Robert Rules of Order, you have to vote on a motion that's seconded. This book controls the procedures of the meetings. So When a motion is made and recognized by the floor and seconded, that motion must go to a vote. That's where you have to be strong, and your people that are there for the same intent have to say, no, we want this to go through. We want this person to speak. At that point, you have to read your change. You have to read it into the minutes. That makes it official at that point. After that, it's read into the minutes. You're responsible to post those changes up in different facilities.
Who's
Maybe put it
responsible
up
for that?
The person, no, the person that makes the motion. Or you can make another motion that the executive board and the COBA posts it up in those facilities and puts it on their website. You have to get the message out there for 30 days. The next meeting after that is the vote. At that point, the motion is addressed again. Changes in the bylaw were motioned to be made. These are the changes. Everybody got a copy of it. Everybody knows it. We read it into the minutes. All in favor of this change, all opposed. They take the vote, and if the vote goes in your favor, the bylaws are changed. They revert back to what they were before. Anybody can run for a position, and you can do your thing in 2020. You can make the changes you need to make. I'm retired, but I'm here for anyone out there. Any group out there that is willing to make a difference and wants to do it. I'll tell you exactly how you need to go about doing it, because I believe that 2020 is the time where the change has to be made. And in order to do that, step one is here.
How can they get in contact with you?
Send me an email. NYC Special Ops at AOL.com.
Okay.
NYC, like New York City, Special Ops, SPECIALOPS at AOL.com. I'm on Facebook. All you gotta look me up, William Valentine. Send me a message. I'm on Messenger, whatever, in Facebook. I'm an easy guy to find.
Right.
I'll be more than happy to guide them in the right direction, because I believe that experience and knowledge is the way to go about this. If you want to make a change, there's three things you have to do: organize, strategize, and take action.
How can they get in contact with you?
Send me an email. NYC Special Ops at AOL.com.